that. Remember the big production we had in Barcelona with lots of people, grips, dolly track? Here we're using, again, that Kessler crane. You'll find out a lot in filmmaking, especially in commercials, that you spend a lot of time building 4 to 8 feet of track on a dolly. It takes quite a while. Well, not really with a good crew, but anyways, it does take a while because you have to get the trucks there, etc. You generally don't use much more than 1 to 2 feet of that entire motion in a commercial. It's such a fast-paced commercial. The idea here is find what that 1 or 2 feet are and do it with a much smaller unit. Same thing here. We have 2 controller boxes. So the same unit that you can use to do both time-lapse and, in this case, live video. So we're underneath the Dragon's Path in Shanghai, the very famous overpass, or the Dragon's Overpass. And you'll look that I'm controlling this dolly and effectively pulling it back, as you see there, and tilting the camera up at the same time. Something that would require a crew of 2 or 3 people on a Fisher. There you go. All right. I'm going to share a few last things with you. One is a recent shoot that we did with the 5D Mark II. Some of you may know we've been doing a Canon contest called Beyond the Still with Vimeo, where I was given a still image a year ago and asked to interpret it into a 4-minute film, and I ended on my own still image. And then entrants from around the country were competing to win each individual chapter, each ending on their still. We shot the last chapter a few weeks ago. We invited all the 6 winners in to shoot with me, and we are going to premiere the film and the entire series at Sundance on the 23rd, and actually all of their films are also playing on the Sundance channel. And I wanted to show you, before I show you what a small production is, what a larger production can tend to look like with these cameras these days, so you can appreciate just how much these cameras are being included on both high-level productions, and that they're quite accessible to you as well. So I'm not going to have myself talk up there. This is an interview behind-the-scenes thing done by Vimeo, and I'm going to talk you through the different types of things that we did. So you'll see a lot of stuff built around that camera, and for the most part, the idea behind it is either to help full focus wirelessly, or to send that signal so the director can see it, the DP can see it, the clients can see it, the agency can see it. There's Sunseeker again. Driving down the road in a very, serene moment, and out of nowhere comes this white van from Chapter 7 and just T-bones. It started with the hay, lost a creaking, well it just started in the hay. With his long johns, long buckway, I'm creeping out to the bottom to the hay. The young lovers in the so here was the camera set to the POV shot of the driver. So it looks like you can see the driver's perspective. And we kind of did this interesting shot where the camera is all the way into the car, flipped over, and pulls out. So initially you see, and you think that the cabbie is actually right side up. He's actually upside down. But as you pull back, the camera rotates out. You flip back and show he's actually upside down. So that was a pretty cool shot. And we got some fancy stuff. We have this techno crane, because we really want to do this 2 moves. One was the initial shot of the tall man, where you kind of boom up and then extend the crane over his head and tilt down. You could do with the track, especially on this plane. It started with the hay, lost a creaking, well it just started in the hay. The second day was all in the hospital. We got a chance to work with Judd Nelson in Brady Mark 5. To get the mix a little better. This was just done last week, getting all ready for Sundance. And then end up in the warehouse. So I'll let you see that. You saw me smiling there. That was because we were driving at 45 miles an hour straight into the car with the actors in it, with a professional precision driver, a stunt driver. And towards the last quarter second of it, I was going, we're going to hit these people. The precision driver just kind of chuckled and said, yeah, the brakes aren't so good on this thing. But we did have about that much from hitting them, and that's why he's a professional. He happens to have done Kill Bill 1 and 2, so he kind of knows what he's doing. I'm going to share with you